Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, there lived many living and non-living things. The living things included trees, flowers, animals, and people, while the non-living things were rocks, rivers, and the sun. All of these things existed together in harmony, with each playing its own important role in the forest. The trees stood tall and strong, providing homes for the birds and shelter for the animals. They also breathed in carbon dioxide and produced oxygen, which helped all living things in the forest to survive. The flowers added beauty to the forest and provided nectar for the bees, which in turn helped to pollinate the plants. The animals roamed the forest, hunting for food and taking care of the balance of nature. The non-living things were just as important. The rocks provided a solid foundation for the ground, and the rivers flowed through the forest, providing water for all living things to drink. The sun shone down on the forest, providing light and warmth for all the plants and animals to thrive. One day, the living and non-living things in the forest noticed that something was wrong. The sun seemed weaker, and the rivers were not flowing as freely as before. The trees were losing their leaves, and the animals were having trouble finding enough food to eat. It was as if the balance of the forest had been disrupted. The living things gathered to discuss what could be done to help the forest. The trees suggested that they could try to grow more leaves to provide shade and protection for the animals. The animals suggested that they could change their diets to eat different foods that were more readily available. The flowers suggested that they could try to spread their seeds further to help new plants grow. The non-living things also had ideas. The rocks suggested that they could shift and settle to create new pathways for the rivers to flow, while the rivers suggested that they could try to search for new sources of water to replenish the forest. The sun promised to shine brighter and warmer to help the plants grow stronger. Working together, the living and non-living things in the forest were able to overcome the challenges they faced. The trees, flowers, and animals adapted to the changing conditions, and the rocks, rivers, and sun worked to restore the balance of the forest.